Hi. Well, no, not again. Okay, that time I was able to save it a bit bigger. This time we are literally in the tall grass with good old-fashioned the first numero uno Pokemon. Even though technically, it wasn't first from a design perspective. The first Pokemon, Bulbasaur, is the type that we are discussing today. Of course, I am talking about the Bulbasaur type. Oh, good old Victory Bell. Good old Victory Bell, the Bulbasaur type. Good old Celebi, the wow. I just found out I hate Celebi now. I hate Celebi now. I just realized that she is named after celery. I just figured that out. I'm going to text Johnny and express my utter disgust for Celebi now, because celery is the worst. I would prefer broccoli. I would prefer squash. I would even prefer cauliflower before I chose celery. It's not celebs. Celebi. Celebi. C'est la vie. Like that one song by Wham? No, it was a one-hit wonder song. I get used. Whenever I hear a male singer who sounds like a female singer, I immediately think of Wham. Sorry, George Michael. I mean, I love you. I do, and I love the guys who are able to hit the high notes. I'm just saying that sometimes effeminate singers is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, is named after celery. And then I'm going to add a GIF to it, just to put a little salt in the womb. I keep saying that. Salt in the womb. Some good old salting the womb. It's really dark if you think about it. Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah, it's named after celery. Oh, my head. Oh, I hate it. This is the worst. This couldn't get much worse. That was one of the cool... Because I liked the fourth movie. The fourth movie was a lot of fun. With the Dark Ball, with the actual man-made dark Pokemon. Like the kind that the Team Rocket had during the short-lived, Pokemon era. Where they had, the dark Charizards and the dark... I think I had, let's see, I had a dark Muck. I think I had a dark Hypno. Anyway, we have a lot of discuss, too, about the furry types. We'll talk about the dark Pokemon when we get to the dark types, okay? For the Pokemon, they're all, it's all fairly standard shit. And, I think that with it, though, comes a lot of cool designs. A lot of nifty, aspects to them. Like, you've got fucking Sunflora, a sunflower, a Blossom, which is a flower. There are a lot of flower ones, and I know it's probably because, the Japanese like flowers. Of course, obviously, everybody, most people like flowers, but the Japanese fucking love flowers. Pretty much, Americans, Japanese, and the French are all big fans of flowers. Don't ask me why. I mean, I guess I know why, because, they're cute. But still, we're going to run into a lot of flowers and a lot of leaves. So get ready for that. Case in point, Leafeon. Tangolia? Tangela, that's her name. Goodness. Can't believe it. I got a Gen 1 Pokemon wrong. Tangela is an interesting one, because I don't really get why its vines are blue. And Tangela actually used to be one of my favorites, because I just found it so mysterious and charming in that way. But I ended up kind of hating it in the end. First of all, because its stats are and on top of that, primarily because I wanted it to be in my main team in Pokemon Yellow. But I don't think you could get Tangela in Pokemon Yellow. I remember only seeing it once in the Celadon City gym with what's-her-name. It's not Mimi. I immediately want to jump the gun to say her name is Mimi, but alas, it is not. Oh, it's in the Safari Zone. Never mind. Weird. I guess I never ran into it there. It must have been a fairly low percentage rating. Catch percentage. But yeah, I could never really find one. And if I did, maybe I just decided to drop it because, you know, I was so over-leveled at that point. And of course, leveling up back then, whoa, that was a slug, huh? Anybody who remembers that? I mean, of course, there are a lot more people who remember that now that the original games are out on the eShop. And unfortunately, they're pretty much just ports of the ROMs. It's fucking ports. And don't get me wrong, like, I appreciate ROMs coming out on the 3DS, but not when, you know, I would like some slice of life touches. So, you know, some upgrades, like with the PlayStation Classics coming to like the PS4 catalog. Fucking yeah, he's just laughing. He did the reaction. Fucking hell. What was I talking? Oh right, slice of life. Some slice of life fixes, like in Gen 2 with the moon balls. Like, fucking fix the moon balls because they still don't do shit. But they're like, nah, we'll just port the whole game over. Damn the consequences. Like, YOLO. Like, there's no effort to it whatsoever. I'm so dehydrated that I'm going to have some of my leftover popsicle. That was in the wrapper, some of the melted stuff. Plus, paste bars are fucking delicious. I mean, for God's sakes, they had the blue paste bars in Kingdom Hearts. And yeah, that's what I associate with Kingdom Hearts now. Well, that's what I associate paste bars with. So now I love paste bars, even if they are fucking overpriced as shit. Which they are, typically. There are sales sometimes, but they are scarce, man. Let me tell you one thing, they are, ooh, so scarce. God damn. Especially, like, the shit flavors are all around, like the sherbet. I think it's just called the sherbet ones. The sherbet ones are all over. They're always stacked, always on sale, because no kid wants that. They want the blueberry, they want the tiger's blood, want the root beer, and the adults can keep the banana. I mean, I like the banana okay. It's nothing special. Like, I keep my, I let my dad keep it, honestly. Like, my dad loves the banana flavor, so, you know, he goes with it. Like, okay, going back to grass typings. Cherubi. It's a cherry, it's adorable. Even though that kind of gets mooted by the cherrim, which turns back into a flower. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I like the design of Cherubi. The stats suck on it. Of course, let's talk about Tangrowth, where the fucking the fucking stats for Tangela just skyrocket, and it suddenly becomes real fucking defensive, and it's real good. Like, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing Pokemon. In fact, I dare say it's one of the worst. But honestly, it's pretty damn good if you're just looking for a hardy tank that's a big old grass tank. And of course, there are, and you know, normally the grass type tanks are the starter Pokemon. Like, Meganium is a pretty okay tank, even though it's more special defense oriented. Fucking the evolved form of Turtwig, big old tank. Of course, like, a majority of the starters, like, are just tanks, but beyond that, there aren't too many grass types that I consider tanks. Like, Exeggutor, kinda. Shifttree's more of an attack-oriented Pokemon, despite what it looks like. It has a lot more central focus on attacks, judging by what I've heard. Tropius, I love Tropius to death. Its stats are shit. I wish for a Mega Tropius. Mega Tropius would be so cool. Yo, get on that shit, Nintendo. It's still on its own. It doesn't have baby form. It don't have shit. Get it working. Breloom, once again. Breloom's a decent one. Abomasnow, even though I keep forgetting that Abomasnow is part grass type. Ferrothorn is probably your best bet that you've got with a tank. Although, bear in mind, you are going for a quadruple pain when somebody introduces a fire type. So that's kind of a high risk, high reward scenario. But yeah, oh, God forbid, I forgot about Cradily. Cradily is a serious tank. Like, it's probably one of the most underrated Pokemon out there in general. And Ludicolo, too many weaknesses. Grass, water. We've had this discussion before. It nullifies a lot of advantages and then tops them off. And look at the Pachirisu. I keep calling it Pachizuru. I don't know why. It's just stuck with me my whole life like that. But I like the way that it's scratching itself. It's flinching. It's got a headache. I'm not sure, but it's adorable. It's really fucking sweet. It's like, oh, look, they're so upset. They're scratching their heads. Not. Oh, dang. They look in constant pain. That's the best. Rotom, of course, all the Rotom. You know what? I'm not even going to discuss Rotom anymore. Trevorant. For whatever reason, I've been running into a lot of Trevorants lately on Wonder Trade. And I haven't honestly looked at the stats for Trevorant. Maybe it's a tank that I'm just, that just went past my head. Fucking all the way down. Trevorant, there it is. For whatever reason, I've also run into a lot of Okay, to be fair, that's a really good shiny form. I'm adding that to my fucking shiny hunt list. Because, that looks good. That looks fucking great. Oh, I ain't fucking with that guy, no sir. Shiny hunt, where are you? There you are. Okay, writing it down. Trevorant. There we go. That's good. It just looks fucking burnt out to shit. And it looks like it was in fall. Those are some pretty good stats. I mean, it's not a tank. It's not a tank. But that attack and that HP is pretty good. It's definitely on par. And it's fast for what I thought it was, for what it looks like. Gourgeist, I just love... Spoilers, I love ghost types. This is fucking regular as Gourgeist. Why does it show different Gourgeist sizes? Is there a big difference between them? I don't know, shit. Fucking... Okay, Gourgeist is one hell of a tank. That's a good defense number. I'm liking that. Special defense is... It's not the worst. Its attack is better. But that defense is fucking gold. Ho 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 ho. 122 base defense. That is a big hunkin' tank. Big heckin' tank. Alright, we'll go back a bit. Let's see. Dummies, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about that one. I don't think it's a big tank. Where are you, dummies? Dumbass. I'm funny. Why isn't it showing on here? Why isn't it showing? Okay. Let's take a look. Sort. No. Now I can't remember its name. Shit. Delmies. DH? Delmies. Okay, there it is. I don't know why it wasn't showing up earlier. That's stupid. I like the shiny on that. Not gonna get it, but it looks good. It looks pretty decent. Woo! Yeah, those are some good stats also. Okay, so there are a few more tanks in the grass than I thought there would be. Huh. And once again, this is a topic for a different session, but I argued Delmies really shouldn't be grass type. I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, the fungus is the Pokemon. But the big issue with that is that, I mean, I'd be more than happy to accept it if there was more than just the anchor form of Delmies, because you expect me to believe that the Pokemon is the grass that's on the thing, but it doesn't get on anything else and doesn't possess anything else. Why can't we have like a new like supernatural Rotom style Pokemon, you know? And I mean, of course, then again, like it would only be like visual changes, because the grass is haunted, so it would still have to be ghost type. But it's like, I don't know, like because it's supposed to be like sea anemone, right? Let's throw it on. Let's give let's give Delmies an evolution, even though it's fucking tough already. Let's throw that on top of a ship, a whole ship that's the size of that's a Delmies. That's possessed by a whole heckin' large clump of the seaweed. And we caught ourselves a Wurmple. I didn't give a damn, but it's higher. It's of higher level value than a lot of my other Pokemon, so I'm not gonna complain. But of course, I still end up calling it Scum. And in case anybody is wondering why I referenced that in terms of a stand, they're the band, a fairly popular band called Amon Amarth. Named itself, its original name was Scum. And, to be honest, I don't know why they changed their name. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think that fucking Amon Amarth is a cooler name than Scum. I don't know, like, a lot of people don't understand it. Like, okay, like, really quick before I go, because I can see the timer coming to a close. I fucking love Pumpkaboo. I love Sawsbuck. I love, I love fucking Ludicolo. Ludicolo's a fun dude. Decidueye's decent. Fucking love Chestnut. Love Whimsicott, even though its tree's garbage as far as stats go. Love Roserade and Rosalia. Torterra's a cool one. He was my first Gen 1 Pokemon, Gen 4 Pokemon. Sceptile's a good. He's also a good. And Venusaur, and anybody else? No, I have to end it. Fuck, shit, fuck, goddamn. Superior's also good. Shit. Fucking, I love Cacnea. I'm gonna give up now. Sunflora's pretty neat looking. It's not great stat-wise, but stay wild anyway. Goodbye. What a smart I am. What a smart I am.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.